Welcome to Heal the World Show podcast, brought to you by the Healing Institute. I'm Parmelia Parham. I'm the founder of the Healing Institute. We are an online worldwide hub of holistic practitioners, and we want to make a difference on health and healing in the world. All of our holistic practitioners get to the root cause of what's going on, not just looking at symptoms. So I have been using holistic ways of being well and staying well for over 30 years. So I know that that works. And each week, I invite a guest co-host to come and talk about their specialty and their modality. And I just wanted to let people know that the reason that this is so important to me is I created the Healing Institute as an institute. I call it that because I'm really passionate about educating people about how to be well and how to stay well. And not only that, but we had a tragedy in our family a few years ago where my mom passed away at a very young age. She was only 61, and it was due to complications from a medication she'd been on for a very long time. I was 5 months pregnant with my son. It was right before Christmas. She died on December 15th. And it was not only a tragedy that she died at that time of the year, although that was her favorite time of the year. Someone mentioned to me, well, she just chose that time to transition. I was like, okay, that makes me feel so much better. But also, she didn't get to meet her grandchildren. My children did not get to know their grandmother. And I don't want that happening for other families. So that's my passion. That is why I created the Healing Institute. That's why I'm really love to educate people on different modalities and different ways to be well. Because we're all on a health journey. So let's make it a proactive one, not a reactive one. I say sometimes we've been on a reactive health journey, and we need to be on a proactive, positive health journey, looking at all the ways that we can be well. Now, August's theme, I chose Awesome August. I just like the alliteration, that it works really well. And also, this episode is our 100th episode. So, welcome, Dr. Erica, to the 100th episode of Heal the World Show podcast. Delightful to have you here. And so tell us, yeah, just a little bit about you and a little of your background. We're actually going to be talking about laughter and play, and how to use the power of that on our health journey.
Well, congratulations to you on 100 episodes. This is a huge milestone, and it's so just wonderful, right? To put so much out there for people to heal and to feel better. So, congratulations to you, and thank you for creating all of this. Um, I am Dr. Erica Buckholtz. My company is Becoming Playful because I want to help people understand that play and laughter is one of the most powerful tools you can use to feel better, to heal, to enjoy this incredibly strange and wonderful life that we have. Play can scare grown-ups sometimes because they think it's just for kids or it's frivolous or whatever, it wastes your time. But I love explaining to people that play really for grown-ups is creativity and tapping into whatever feels creative for you, that can be play. And people forget that laughter is just something you have in you. You can turn
Yeah.
it on like a light switch, and it doesn't have to be this like genuine something really funny finally occurred and now I'm having a great laugh. You can just giggle when you wanna. Like nothing funny's happening right now, but I can go tee and I feel different and I feel better.
Well, thank you for explaining that because I know laughter yoga has been something that's been around now for at least 20 years, if not longer. And I was part of a group of laughter yoga. And really, we stood around at the community beach and just went, ha ha ha, ha he. And it was kind of weird at first, but before we knew it, we were actually genuinely laughing. And there is science behind laughter as well, isn't there? How it changes the chemistry in our body. And you probably know exactly what happens but there's some of the hormones. Explain that to us, because I'm sure our
Yeah.
audience would be interested to know.
Yeah, laughter is this amazing free thing you can use at any point, and it within about 2 to 3 minutes of even not genuine laughter, just purely forced laughter, ha 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 ha. After that, just 2 or 3 minutes, your cortisol starts to go down, which is your stress hormone. Your dopamine and serotonin start boosting, which are the ones that help you feel really good. When you are laughing with others, you get your oxytocin boost, which is that kind of love feeling and
Right.
that
Yeah.
connection and joy. It impacts your blood pressure, it impacts your heart, it impacts your lungs because you're breathing so deeply. You're getting all this oxygenated blood flowing through your body. You may feel a little lightheaded and a little dizzy if you haven't done it in a while. Just sit down, you'll be okay. Take deep breaths. And the similar benefits you get from many like deep breathing exercises, you can also get from laughter because it's that same process of
Ah,
you
yes.
laugh, ha ha ha, and then you
Yes.
must refill, and
And
you
we're
get
and
that
you're bringing in
oxygen
oxygen
benefit.
as well, right? So you're bringing all that oxygen into your body, which we know is a good thing. So yeah, oh, thank you for explaining that. I had heard the different hormones that and what the triggers were in a good way, the good triggers from laughter. So I'm glad that you explained it that way. Do you have you can speak about a client that you have worked with that you know we don't ever mention names, but we just mention the situation that you worked with. Our audience really likes to know what the benefits are of working with you. So if you have a couple of examples, that would be great.
Yeah, absolutely. I often provide coaching in this burnout space. People who are
Mhm.
trying really hard, they are doing all of the things and they are exhausted, right? Not just like I'm tired from a day and I'll wake up and everything's fine, but this I'm trying and I feel stuck and things are really hard, or I have a lot of externals occurring, whether it's kids and job and uh, aging parents and all of the things, chronic illness, all of these things come up. So that tends to be the clients who come to me because they just need something different.
Yeah.
Um, I am a coach who loves to ask either what's great or what sucks because both get us where we need to be. One of my favorite sessions, she's having a go of it, right? Kids are struggling. We had new diagnoses show up. Mom was struggling, health issues happening. She was tired, job stuff, all of the things all at the same time. She lays it all out in the beginning of the coaching session. And I said to her, I was like, look, we're in a space where it feels like you might want to cry, and you totally can. If that's what feels right, let's go for it. It sounds though also we might be able to get the same place parasympathetically through laughter. You can choose. What would you like? She's like, oh, laughter, please, if we could. I've tried the crying, hasn't quite gotten me there.
The crying's not
No
doing it for me.
problem. It's just not the right spot right now. So, no problem. So, we played a few laughter yoga games, which are silly things like take your finger, put it on your nose, and giggle. Tee hee 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 hee, right? All of this activates your nervous system. And after about 5, maybe 7, probably not, it was probably only 5 minutes of laughter, you get this kind of release where it's
Hmm.
almost as if you've processed all of those sad feelings already.
Right.
Not all of them, they don't all go away. The problems are still the same place. But she was in such a settled and grounded space. It just changes the way that you problem solve from there. She came
Well,
up
and
with
that's what's so important too, because when you're overwhelmed with and when people say they're tired, it's not just they're physically tired, they need to, lay down and have a nap, or, they'll be rested after they sleep all night. It's that exhaustion. It's that overwhelming when your mind is going a mile a minute and you can't turn it off. So, and when you have a lot of things going on, like you said, being a parent, maybe having aging parents, having a very stressful job or a very involved job. That's a lot. It's a lot to do. And so just to be able to change that, to change what's going on and give yourself that break. I love that. That's a wonderful way to actually release some of those stress hormones so that you are getting back into feeling like you can cope again, because then you can make then you can, actually make a plan. You can think straighter about what maybe you should do or could do, or some things that you can stop doing so that give to somebody else to do, so that you're not feeling so stressed. Yeah.
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 It's
Beautiful.
amazing just what a little bit of playing can do
Hmm.
to come up with new solutions you've never thought of before,
Hmm.
right? And I gotta tell you, most of the solutions that people come up with are not elaborate, right? They're often these teeny tiny little adjustments that make a really big change because we're all really smart humans here. Like, we really are. Like, you're really good at solving problems already. Sometimes you just need a little bit of a twist. You've done 99% of the work. And when you get stuck, it's just a tiny little adjustment that needs to be made. And when you can play to get there, oh, it's so much better than sitting there struggling and feeling bad about yourself and saying mean stuff to yourself.
Thinking
Let's
of
get
all the
going to
things
bed.
you need to do that you haven't done yet, and then you get into that freeze mode, right? It's not just fight or flight, it's that freeze mode where you really can't move or you can't think. So yeah, I love that whole concept about being playful and laughing, and even if you don't have somebody to play with, just to go outside, walk on your bare feet on the grass or even in the dirt, just do something that's different, that you wouldn't normally do, just to get that pleasure and that serotonin moving in your body, so that you can kind of come up for air. Sort of, I use that kind of analogy, that really you can just get a better understanding about what's going on. You can have a clearer picture. So then you can make some changes or make some adjustments. And you kind of feel more like you're in control when you're having that fight, flight, freeze thing going on with all your hormones. Then you don't feel in control. And then it's easier to get depressed and not know where to go or what to do. Do you have any other suggestions for people to be playful? What they could do to be playful? I like the one on the nose.
Mhm.
That's a good
Oh,
one.
right. That's such a good. It's so good on Zoom. Like if you have like a group meeting or
Yeah.
something, and you need to add a little levity, add some laughter yoga games like that. It's super fun. I think the piece that people ask me the most about is, well, do I have to go like on a swing set to go play? If you want to, please go ahead. You will. It's gonna be great. Like if you haven't been swinging in a while, like it's a good time. But play for grown-ups can be so many things, right? If you have small children and you want to
Mm,
play,
mhm.
build your very own block tower. Like let
Yeah.
them do their thing and you build your own and you challenge yourself to whatever you want. How high you can make it. Can you just use one shape of color blocks? Can you whatever? It doesn't matter. Play is also watercolors on Sunday mornings if you
Mhm.
want, right? It can be going out for a walk. That
Mhm.
one is, I cannot tell you how many professionals in so many different fields talk about the value of going for a walk
Yeah.
outside in nature. It doesn't have to be trees, although if it is, great, but you love water, great. You live in the city, fine. Like it doesn't matter. There's something really resetting about being outside. Um, but play is also silliness and goofiness if you want, but it can also be just gentleness and creativity. It can be movement and dance. Around here, dance parties are very, very popular. The music choices are completely dependent on mood. Sometimes they are outright and big. Sometimes they are Broadway inspired. Like Hamilton has got its 10 years happening, so it's all Hamilton around here right now. So whatever feels like that's all you're looking for. And that is plenty to move into the next thing.
And
You see,
dance is perfect because not only are you feeling lighter, and you're also moving your body. So you're again moving out all those negative hormones and replenishing them with the positives, so that will lighten your mood, and then you'll feel better overall, physically as well as mentally and emotionally. So yeah, I love dancing. I love to just dance around the house.
I love it, right? I love a good like goofy wiggle,
Yeah.
but I also love a more structured, I'm not good at, but I try anyway, salsa, right? Because why not? Who cares,
Well,
right?
certainly.
I used to tango with my 3-year-old all the time. Like I'm down low and he's not overdoing, but it's fun and silly and put on a booty shaking song and go, what? It doesn't matter how old you are. Like you can just do what feels good to you. And that is all we're talking about. Play is just movement or expression that feels like to
Yeah.
you.
Beautiful. I love it.
I
Yes.
have I support some entrepreneurs and we also we talk about how do you be playfully productive because people think like oh play is wasting my time I'm never going to get anything done I have so much to do. Okay. If you want to add playfulness in that kind of a realm, my favorite, absolute favorite client story is when all these things she had to do for her website that she didn't want to do. Right? They're all things that she's not her favorite. She's not. It's not her like genius level thing, but she has to do them. So she set up a marble run on her desk, right? Like a thing where she like drops a marble and it runs through a toilet paper tube and then it turned around somehow and then it dropped into a mason jar and it went plink every time it dropped. And she said something about that plink raised the dopamine, made her be like, okay, I can do the next one. And she's like, I don't want to do this stupid heading thing. Fine, I will drop the when I do it, I will drop the marble. And it was a motivator and it was fun and it was silly and didn't take her long to set up by any means, but it brought her so much joy that she got the hard stuff done by making it a little bit more playful. And I'm fine with us using rewards on ourselves and treats
Absolutely.
afterwards.
Yeah.
I don't mind whatever it takes to do these hard things we have to do. I'm all in.
Well, and that's another important piece that we need to reward ourselves, right? We need to celebrate. We need to say, hey, you know what? You weren't motivated to get that done, but you did do it. So, let's give yourself a pat on the back. Let's, whatever else you want to celebrate to do. It's yeah.
We
Oh,
we keep a
yes.
little pom pom around here for all client wins, big, small, it doesn't
Love
matter.
it.
So yes.
So yeah, we have to do that. I sometimes I don't think we do that enough, to give ourselves that pat in the back and say, hey, you know what? You did good. You motivated yourself. You found a way to be motivated that when you weren't motivated, you actually were able to accomplish something you weren't in the mood to accomplish. That's so,
Mm-hmm.
so very important. Absolutely. So people can connect with you on your website. It's becomingplayful.com, which I love. I love the name of your website. And is that also the name of your company, becomingplayful.com or Becoming
Mm-hmm.
Playful?
Yeah, that's
That's
where you can find all of my information. You get to all my socials that way. Sign up for the newsletter, right? Whatever feels like the zone you want. Like there's this really fun calendar that you can download from the front of the
oh,
website.
great.
It's
Okay.
365 playful moments, right? So
Oh, I
every
love
day
that.
you can have a
Mhm.
little boost of something that is playful and fun, and you can just try it out, right? It doesn't have to be, there's no pressure, there's no one paying attention, but it's just
It's
a
just what
nice
you
little
feel
way of
like.
adding it in. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm definitely downloading that calendar. I always love to know what else is there out there that I could be a little more playful about, or just to change things up a bit so that it's not the same thing that's happening every day. Well, this has been delightful to have this conversation with you. I'm so glad that you were able to be part of our 100th episode podcast today. And we want people to know that, we have a community of health experts. These practitioners customize the unique treatment, whatever you need. So we're not a one size fits all. We're meeting our clients' specific requirements, whatever it is that you need. And our motto is service with love. So we really are feel that we are in a service capacity. Again, as I mentioned earlier, our vision is to make an impact on health and healing in the world. And presently we have a small group, but we're in 3 different countries right now. And we're looking to expand. So if you are a practitioner or you know of one and might be interested in having a more global reach for your business, please get in touch with me and we'll have a conversation about how you could become a practitioner on the Healing Institute. And as well, clients, we are always encouraging people to connect with our practitioners. And we all have a complimentary session, a 30-minute complimentary session that we have just to get to know each other. And then if you decide that whoever you're chatting with, which practitioner, that in fact is a modality that you would like to explore more, then we have the option for you to set up the calendar and also make the payment for connecting with that practitioner. So we have a big ask, as I said. We would like you to tell your colleagues and your friends and your family about us, so that you can come to the Healing Institute platform website and connect with those practitioners on your own personal health journey. So again, thank you very much, Dr. Erica, for being our guest co-host today. And we look forward to having the next week on. We'll have another fabulous and wonderful practitioner and healer on Heal the World Show podcast.